If you're running your community on Kajabi, I want to give you 3 simple tips to help you get the most out of your community and really just make it a place that people want to come back to week after week, day after day. So let's get into it. Let's take a look at my personal Kajabi community here. I'm in the composing niche, so I really help people write better music, have access to me, things like that. If they want to stay updated, they want that accountability, they want to keep on learning, this is the place to be. So in my community, I really stress a couple things. Number one is having these circles or separate discussion groups, okay? And Kajabi's community is really flexible in that you can create as many of these topic groups as essentially you want. You can drag them if up and down depending on the order of them. But I would always have at least a few discussion groups for different topics. So my most popular one is just general discussion and any questions that people have if it doesn't really fit into any of these other topics. I also like to have one for introduce yourself. So at least it gives people a place to really just come, share a bit about themselves, allows other members to welcome them, and just support one another, right? And then there's other ones like sample libraries, gear, mixing and mastering, arranging and orchestration, all different phases in the music making process when it comes to our niche of writing music. So having discussion groups and discussion topics where people can really leave any comments, any thoughts, any questions they might have is always a great thing. The second thing I would recommend is having regular meetups with your members. And meetups are essentially just like live calls, right? So this could be once a month, this could be once a week. It just depends on the personal rhythm you decide on. With my community, I do once a month with my members. Sometimes we get more members, sometimes we get less, but essentially to create a meetup, it's very, very simple. So in the back end, you essentially type in the title and you want to select either it's like an external video hosting source, or you can use Kajabi's own live video functionality, essentially. So Kajabi's communities can really replace Zoom. It gives you all the functionality you need, chats, emojis, sharing screen, sharing YouTube, all that great stuff. And you can host up to 200 people on a call at once. So it's quite flexible there. And each month I do, again, one call a month. So I usually do mine on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And people can reserve their spot as they like and show up, right? So that's really important as well, because people are paying for access to you, regular access. Whereas in an online course, people can obviously leave comments and you can answer those questions, but maybe you have a busy schedule and you don't want to be living literally in your comment sections for your courses. Whereas a community, it's a much more direct way for people to get access to you, right? They leave questions in these discussion groups, these circles as they call it, and then you can go in once a day or once a week, whenever you decide on your rhythm, to answer those questions and help out your members. And this is sort of like the icing on the cake. Going on live calls with your members, answering their questions, is just a wonderful thing. So meetups are the next thing I would recommend. The third and final thing I want to touch on here is having weekly prompts. Prompts are amazing because it's a great way to get people to think and come back and just leave their thoughts. So just to show you an example, last week, I shared a question. I sort of updated people on what I did the week before. So I was accompanying piano at like a music festival in our local area. I shared some pictures and then I asked them a question. What were you up to these past couple of weeks? How can we celebrate your progress and success together? So we had a few members kind of share what they've been what's been going on in their lives. And it's just a great way for us to kind of, congratulate each other and support one another. It just kind of brings us back to the community each and every week. So just to quickly recap, I would highly recommend having these 3 in place. Number 1 is dedicated discussion topics or discussion groups where people can leave any thoughts or questions related to whatever's on their mind. It keeps things really, really organized, and it's just easier for you to navigate as well in your community. And the second, probably the most important thing, is having those monthly meetups, because again, people are paying for access to you. So you want to give that to them. And again, you can decide on your own rhythm. Whatever works for you and your business and your schedule, commit to that and make sure people know about those calls when they're joining your community. And third and final is just having some sort of weekly prompt or asking them a question, something that can get their brain jogging and brings them back into the community, because you want them to feel integrated consistently. You don't want them to kind of come in and then just be dipping out and life takes over and then they stop joining because, they have no need for it anymore, right? So that's what makes community so, so powerful, and I would highly recommend doing this as well. But yeah, if you want to check out this community specifically, I like literally it serves all my purposes. Everything I need is within this community. There's also DM features and like notifications and all that stuff, backend settings where you can really customize things. Kajabi just gives you a lot of flexibility. So if you want to try Kajabi for yourself and sort of build out your entire online business on the platform, which is exactly what I've been doing, then you can use my link down below, christophersiu.com/Kajabi. I'll get you an extended 30-day free trial to play with the platform, get your business set up, because Kajabi usually gives you 14 days on their website. So if you use my link down below in the description, I'll get you an extended 30 days. So you'll have more than double the free trial with my link down below. Plus, I want to give you 2 bonus mini courses, Kajabi in 30 days, which will walk you through step-by-step how to build your business on Kajabi during your free trial. So I'll grant you immediate access to that when you sign up using my link down below. And the other one is called Content Marketing for Creatives, which will walk you through step-by-step how to build your business by putting a free content there into the world and then monetizing it on the back end through online education, courses, communities, coaching, all that great stuff. And I'll grant you manual access to that after you become a paying member of Kajabi. So just send me your receipt. Maybe it's your first month's payment or your annual payment, and I'll get you access to that as well, just to really give you that foundation for setting up your business for success in the long run. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you soon.